Welcome back. It is time for a Rabe review. Okay, there is a new show coming out this Friday on Apple TV Plus called Lessons in Chemistry. It is starring Brie Larson, Academy Award winner Brie Larson, and it is based on the novel by Bonnie Garmus. Okay, now this is a fictional story set in the 1950s about a female chemist dealing with misogyny in the academic world, and then her amazing journey to become the host of a cooking show that teaches the chemistry of cooking. So as I was watching this, I'm not allowed to technically review the episode. I can give you generalities because I have an embargo until Friday. However, generals, I was Googling because it's so realistic. I kept Googling saying, are you sure this isn't based on a true story? Are you sure that this isn't a real person? Because it's so true to life, I could see this actually happening. The author, Bonnie Garmus, said that all of the characters are fictional except for the dog. And the dog's name is 630. And I love this dog so much, I want one so bad. It plays actually a pretty big role in the show. And you know, if there's a dog, I'm gonna be watching it. I have a lot to say about the generalness about this show. And I wasn't gonna watch it, but I decided to, and I'm so glad I did. So just take a look at this cut trailer, and then I'll go into more detail.
That's perfect.
I like to cook. It's just chemistry.
You're on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough.
This institution has a reputation based on the world-class scientists, not the theories of a pretty lab tech.
We have rules.
You're firing me.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times.
I would like to offer you a job as the host of our cooking show.
Are you concussed?
No. You are poised to become a TV star.
Welcome to the final show.
We're live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome, viewers. This is Supper at 6.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times.
You are what I treasure most in this world. Not because you are pretty, not because you are smart, but because you love me and I love you.
We got to.
You can do it. You think you can't do it, and you do it anyway. Your ability to change everything starts here. Children's at the table. Your mother needs a moment to herself.
Okay, I just don't even know where to begin with this show. I wasn't gonna watch it because I was like, what is this, chemistry? And okay, here's what it reminds me of, guys. You remember a few years ago when I reluctantly watched and reviewed The Queen's Gambit? And remember how that ended up being my #1 show of the year? This show reminds me of The Queen's Gambit in the sense that it's a strong female lead, shot beautifully. It's a period piece set in, you know, early 1950s, like 1951, I believe. It is crazy bonkers. The story will take you everywhere. If you've read the novel, you kind of know what you're gonna get. I have not read the book, so me watching it as not knowing anything about the story, I was like, the story, you know, it feels kind of random, but think about life. Life is random. You never know where your life is gonna take you. This feels kind of all over the place because that's life. She starts out here and ends out here. I'm like, how does this brilliant chemist have a cooking show? And then everything that happens in between, it deals with racism, deals with misogyny. But what I love about it is it's so true to the period. And there are some things that this character says in 1951 that I don't know if actually was said in 1951, but I wished it would have been because things could have been different starting at an earlier time, especially with women's rights. But Brie Larson is genius. She's very stoic. She's very she's just very smart, but you reveal and things are uncovered about her past, which leads her to the way she is. I'm telling you right now, this show, I got my screener, so I'm almost done. I've been stretching it out because I don't want it to end, because I love it that much. And I will say, only 2 shows this year so far that I know for sure are in my top 10. That's Jury Duty, which I told you about months ago, and now Lessons in Chemistry, one of my top 10 of the year. Brie Larson should win all the awards this award season because I think she is brilliant. The costumes, the sets, everything about the show, I was just like, I'm glued to it. And I'm trying to stretch it out because I don't want it to end. So now you can watch it starting this Friday. 2 episodes drop on Apple TV Plus. Then an episode every Friday through November 24th. And I haven't even finished it yet, but I cannot wait. But I can't go into details yet. Like, I can review it properly maybe next week, just with more detail. But oh my gosh, guys, it's really good. I think this is a show for everybody. You need to get the men in your life to watch the show too. Just, A, it's good to see how far we've come. Also shows how far we need to go. I'm just saying that. All right. Up next, the highly anticipated reboot of Frasier comes out tomorrow on Paramount+. I know Tom Schmidt is very happy about this. He's over there clapping right now. So Frasier has moved back to Boston to live closer to his son and maybe reinvent himself or see what the third act of his life, which he's calling the third act of his life, will reveal. What's he gonna do? So here's my question. He's back in Boston where Cheers was set. Hoping and praying we get some Cheers cameos from the cast, anybody. Or wouldn't it be great if he's back in Boston, why isn't he going back to Cheers? Or is Cheers closed? Did it close during the pandemic? What's the backstory on Cheers? Who knows? Here, take a sneak peek at what you'll see in this reboot of Frasier 2023.
What is it about the city of Boston that leads me to forego the more sophisticated temptation of the fermented grape? Sitting here with a cold brew in my hand, I feel amalgamated with the hoi polloi.
You are the classic everyman.
Freddie! Surprise!
Dad! You're at my door, unannounced.
No, there's a shorter way to say that. Surprise!
What's going on with your son?
Wish I knew. He's got a girlfriend I've never even heard of. When I told him I wanted to spend more time with him, he said no.
It's just not a good time.
Have you considered that he hates you?
I miss you, and I won't take no for an answer. So I've taken a job, and I found a place to live.
My dad, I mean, he can be kind of...
He smelled really good.
Yeah, he always smells really good.
Don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Today I'm spending time with my son, colleagues, and friends.
For the first time in my life, I can say that Frasier Crane wants for nothing.
Oh, that's too bad. I had somebody that I wanted to set you up with.
I can be ready in 5 minutes. Life's calling again.
Crazy Frasier. It does look like Roz and Lilith will be making some cameo appearances. I do know that. That 2 episodes drop tomorrow on Paramount+, then every Thursday through December 7th. 10 episodes total. Also, quickly, just want to mention a docuseries. I was going to properly review it, but I'll be honest with you, I was a little bored. Beckham, story of David Beckham and Victoria Posh Spice Beckham. His rise to fame, what happened. Again, I watched, I watched, but then I was bored. I'm like, I need more detail. I need more detail. I want more inside of their family. I just didn't get it. But if you love soccer and if you love Beckham, you'll love this show. But I just wanted to point that out because I had it ready to review, but then I was like, something else happened on Monday that I really wanted to talk about. It's The Crown, the final season, the 6th and final season of The Crown is coming out in November. It's going to be split into 2 different parts because they have to keep you on the edge of your seat. The trailer for the 6th season, not even really a trailer, just a little peek. It takes you from the beginning when Claire Foy played the Queen to Olivia Colman and now to the current Queen. I have goosebumps. I cannot wait. Take a look.
The crown is a symbol of permanence. It's something you are, not what you do.
Some portion of our natural selves is always lost. We have all made sacrifices. It is not a choice. It is a duty.
But what about the life I put aside? The woman I put aside?
You know I love The Crown, and in anticipation of this 6th and final season, I'm going to go back and start watching from the beginning because I love the historical aspect of seasons 1 and 2 with Claire Foy because, you know, that's like, seems like such a long time ago, even into Olivia Colman's, but now it's like current day things that I remember in my life, so it's great to see kind of their take on what may have happened behind the scenes. That will come out, part 1, November 16th, and part 2, December 14th. I cannot wait, and it will tackle, of course, the death of Princess Diana, so stay tuned for that. Also, guys, don't forget, all-new Masked Singer tonight right here on Fox, followed by an all-new Snake Oil, which, by the way, guys, I'm addicted to snake oil. I love that show, and I've gotten all the products wrong. I try to guess every week, and I'm also wrong. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Ozarks Fox AM coming up right after this.